I want to talk about the biggest story from sports now. Roger Federer's retirement. We briefly touched upon his legacy yesterday. Today we will focus on what lies ahead. First, the reactions. All the top tennis stars lined up to congratulate Federer on a great career, including Serena Williams. Williams herself retired earlier this month. She posted this message on social media. Let me quote from that. "I applaud you and look forward to all that you do in the future. Welcome to the retirement club and thank you for being you." Now, the entire message is very moving, a tribute from one great to another. But one particular phrase in that message got us thinking: the retirement club. Serena probably mentioned it casually, but if you think about it, the retirement club does truly exist, and chances are it is one of the richest clubs in the world. Let me explain. We know that athletes are among the highest paid people on earth. We also know that they retire early. Most athletes play until their late 30s, or if their body permits, maybe even their late 40s. But beyond that, you cannot stick around. Just think about any game: cricket, tennis, football, hockey. Most athletes hang up their boots by middle age. And do you see the problem here? If you retire in your 30s, how will you live out the rest of your life? Where will you earn money from? And this is precisely why people work till their 50s or 60s, because they need the income. But for athletes, that's not an option. Their body only permits them to play until middle age. So during their career, they must invest and plan wisely and enter the retirement club. Most athletes have a solid plan post-retirement. Take Federer, for example. In 2018, he signed a deal with the Japanese firm Uniqlo. Guess how much it was worth? $300 million over 10 years. In other words, $30 million per year. So Federer's future is pretty sorted, we would say, for this decade. He may not be playing professional tennis, but the money will keep rolling in. Let's bring you another example: George Foreman, one of the toughest boxers in sporting history. He lent his name to a cooking grill after retirement, and you can find the George Foreman grill on most e-commerce platforms. Guess how much he was paid for it? A cool $137 million. Remember, this is years after his retirement. And then, of course, we have Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player ever. He owns teams in the NBA and the NASCAR. He also presides over a vast empire of sneakers and wearables. Net worth, almost $1.7 billion. And of course, how can we forget golf? Have you heard about Arnold Palmer? If you are a golf enthusiast, you may have. But even if you are not, perhaps you have heard about the cocktail. Well, Arnold Palmer, the drink, is named after him. Palmer dominated golf in the 1960s. His total on-course earnings was $7 million. When he died in 2016, listen to this, his net worth was $700 million. This gives you an idea about this retirement club. Many athletes end up earning more after retirement. Sometimes it falls into place, but sometimes you have to plan for it. Tiger Woods belongs to the second category. You may have heard about the new golf league funded by Saudi Arabia. It is called Live Golf. It is basically challenging the PGA Tour. And reports say that Live Golf tried to get Tiger Woods on board. Guess how much they offered him? $700 to $800 million. But Woods turned it down. Instead, he's trying to revive the PGA Tour. He has brought top golfers together in a bid to challenge the Saudi League, sort of like a shadow commissioner. But the question is, what could he get in return? Perhaps a good chunk of the PGA's business. Reports say up to 10 or 15% of the profits even. That's nearly $750 million. Not a bad deal, right? Closer home, Indian athletes too have had solid retirement plans, like Sachin Tendulkar. His net worth is almost $170 million. He has signed multiple endorsement deals with brands like BMW and Apollo Tires. He has also started corporate ventures like the 100 MB app. It curates content related to his life, both on the field and, of course, off it. We could go on and on. The fact is, for many athletes, retirement is just the start of a new phase. Many of them earn more after retirement than before it. And the reason is quite simple. Players may retire, but brands do not. You see, Roger Federer is more than a tennis player. He is a recognizable and respectable brand, a bankable brand, as they say. And companies will always be willing to pay for that, no matter what the sum. Same with the likes of Michael Jordan, David Beckham, Peyton Manning, Shaquille O'Neal. All of them built a brand while playing the game, and after that, it was all about finding the right sweet deal. So the retirement club may lack the same excitement as the Players Club, but the money is good, if not better. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.